always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Dublin Stadium in the spectacular, beautiful country of Ireland. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wildcats ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go to work first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Beck. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Kansas State's offense will take the field for the first time. And there has been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther away you line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well, this offense knew he was good coming out of high school, but talking to their quarterback and their coaching staff before the game, David, they didn't know he was this good. He's made catches in practice. He's done things in scrimmage that is completely wowing everybody. Now the question, can he do it when the...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cyclones are on the move. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hansen. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Offense set on first down. The give on the inside. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to bring the field position with the return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him! Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush.
Sends it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He's got him. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down to the 24. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion to the air. It's Beck. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting him to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. You can't throw a rock in Manhattan, Kansas without hitting something named after Bill Snyder. A big ask to replace him, but man, has Chris Klieman done a brilliant job.
He has done a great job, and this is a program that's always built on the right stuff. It's built on toughness. It's built on defense. It's built on playing good special teams. That's why you mentioned Snyder, because that's all the things he brought. Jesse, I want to see them now with their quarterback being solidified, take this offense to a new level.
Yeah, Avery Johnson's the guy, and he makes wow plays when you watch film. He does things that absolutely blow your mind, and if he can play at a consistent level and this offense can have balance, then there's no question the sky's the limit for Kansas State.
Past the sticks and still on his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Johnson wants to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell. Once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires complete on the crosser. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking for a gap. It's Hansen. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Under fire. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
He's got 59 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, goes second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his own 20. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Iowa State setting the offense back out. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The kick is on its way. Now on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Beck. Punts it out of the air. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Motion from the wide receiver. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback got it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sauer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. With the catch, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. by this defense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
Hey, guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. They've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in game one in conference play this season.
No doubt. We got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created game one if you want this season to be successful.
Johnson looking to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Past the first down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency.
Breaks into the open. They get him down to this offense to set up first and goal from the 9.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw. It's Beck. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. From from the gun. The running back looking for room. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sauer. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Snagged in the middle, it's Townsend. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's a heat. Gets the first himself. Turning it on. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Johnson wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Iowa State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up.